This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everyone! And welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here again on a lovely Wednesday. We are midweek! Let's hype for midweek. We love being midweek out here. We love being midweek. We are pamping it up. We're getting after it this morning, so it's very good to see all of you lovely people in the chat. Again, make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, and sharing this stream out with friends because we need people to know the critical information that is going down in this beautiful, wonderful space that we call Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I want to say good morning to everyone in the chat. As I say good morning to you guys, make sure you guys are checking out our lovely sponsors, both Cake Wallet and Cipher. Links are in the live chat as well as the description. Make sure to use code missteencrypto or code ZESTY for 20% off at checkout for Cipher. Cake Wallet's free. So beautiful. All right, let's continue on our way here. Let's say good morning to everybody. Let's say good morning to everybody. I love this space, bruh. I love this space so freaking much. I'm telling you that. Ronell, good morning, Ronell. Thank you for the 5 roses over there on TikTok. We have Mike Volmer. We have Randy, John Germain. We have Bullish Bradley. Evan, nice to see you. John Legend said coffee. Yes. Sippity-doo, my friend. Sippity-doo. We have Black Hat Team. Nice to see you. Misko. Hi, Misko. Welcome. All set. All set's throwing some flowers in there. How cute. That was a nice little assortment right there, All Set. Ben Spada. Nice to see you. Alexandra G, my girl. Love Alexandra G. Love Alexandra G. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? We have Emma causing trouble. Ray K's in the chat. Tom Allen, nice to see you. Wifey Wick, nice to see you. Where's Male Wick? Where's Hubby Wick? I don't see him in here. Okay, well, hi, Wifey Wick. I don't know where Wick is, but tell him I said hello too. Rob C, David Bryan. Who else is in the chat? Oh, I know Gary Littlemore is out here somewhere. Crimson. I see Gary over here. David Bowles, nice to see you. Maninja, what's up? Digi, what up? Rob C, Randy A is in the chat. Oh, you beautiful freaking people. You beautiful people. True Smokey. It's Smokey in here. Schnitzel from XMK Naren. All right. We're getting after automatic beats. All right. Oh, BBB. Crypto. Oh, XRP A11Y. Joe Harvey. M2. All right. Dope. Who's over here? Lil Red, good morning. Silky, nice to see you. Who's this right here? Big Nass, nice to see you. All right. Alrighty. We're getting after it this morning. Can I send you one of my Doge accepted here stickers? Ooh, that's pretty dope. I like stickers. X40, nice to see you. Crypto Allah, Crypto Farmer in the chat. True says she calls me beautiful. I mean it, though. I really do mean it. I mean it. You're beautiful. So let's continue to get after the show. Again, make sure you guys are smashing the like, sharing the stream out with friends. Make sure we could get 150 likes, 150 live viewers. That would make me so happy. It would. I'm not going to lie to you. All right, so let's get into the news. And first, again, we're going to talk about the banks while people get in here. Ugh, what a mess these banks are. And they're really not telling you how bad the situation is. And they really don't talk about this on TV, where if there were losses like this with, of course, a crypto project or a crypto exchange, it would be all over every mainstream media. However, HSBC earnings fell around $3 billion after, or not 3 billion, but it fell after a $3 billion charge on a Chinese bank stake. So obviously we see that HSBC is losing money like crazy. Their stock is down around 8%, almost 9% today. From yesterday, you could see yesterday we kind of closed at around $41. And this morning, we're sitting around $37.29. But as you guys could see, again, HSBC earnings are falling short because of their $3 billion charge. Take a look at this. So here it is from the Financial Times. HSBC's pre-tax profits fell 80% year on year in the final 3 months of 2023 as it took a $3 billion charge on the value of its stake in China's Bank of Communications. Profits for the fourth quarter declined from $1 billion to from $5 billion. So that's a dramatic drop. from a year earlier. Its pre-tax profits for the full year rose 78% to the $30 billion as higher interest rates buoyed the lender, but the missed analyst expectations of $34 billion. So they're just falling short on basically all fronts. Even Standard Chartered here took a hit as well, a $700 million impairment charge on its investment in China Bohai Bank, a mainland lender. So it seems as though the Chinese investments really aren't going well, but also HSBC is affiliated with Hong Kong. It's affiliated with China. So let's be real about the whole thing. But it's very weird how China, out of all things, is causing them to have such issues with their earnings, because as far as we know, China's fine. Everything's good over there. But it seems that they're taking a little bit of a hit on the banks. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Something you guys should know about that. These banks are taking hits. Earnings were absolutely messed up. The pre-tax profits fell 80% for HSBC, and that's a large amount. Like, these are millions, billions of dollars that we're talking about here. So just throwing it out there. We're going to continue talking about Hong Kong. Oh, Hong Kong, Hong Kong. Nice to see everybody in the chat. Don't go back to sleep. Wake up, dude. Wake up, Gio. What are you going to sleep for? Neo, nice to see you. Everyone in the chat, welcome, 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 welcome. Oh, thank you, Terry Crow. I see you in the chat. I was just going to say hello to you, too. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Nice to see you in the chat. Maninja, everyone. Beautiful. All right, let's continue. Oh, Mike Shaw Shig, hi to you. So we're going to continue talking about our very special place. What am I talking about? What was I just talking about? Hold on.
China.
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 We're here to talk about China right now. Hong Kong, man. Hong Kong is really like...
Bruh.
Exactly. We have a few things to talk about with Hong Kong, and I don't trust them at all. At all. We do see that there's a surge in crypto license applications, and they're going to give some guidelines from the Central Bank of Hong Kong for crypto custodial services. So we're going to jump into the whole thing. And as always, I don't believe a word of what this is, but, we'll see. Thank you for the roses over there, my friend. Hong Kong is seeing a surge in crypto license applications. We see here they received over 18 license applications in just over 2 months from both local and global players. On February 20th, Huobi HK, the Hong Kong arm of crypto exchange Huobi, applied for a virtual asset trading platform license with Hong Kong and the SFC, according to local reports. A total of 18 exchanges, this includes Crypto.com, OKX, Bybit, DFX Labs, filed for the same application starting mid-November 2023. As part of the licensing requirements, they all must pass, here we go, here's the test, stringent due diligence checks at traditional people would, and it's in a broader scope than proof of reserves. As a result, Web3 firms are having to spend as much as $25 million to build their application for such licenses. So it's not easy to get an application going here, and who knows if there are actually a lot of these exchanges, and we really don't know a lot of them. If you look at Hong Kong BGE, Hong Kong Digital Asset EX, who really owns these, right? Like, who's in control of these? We only know of a few, like OKX, like Bybit, DFX. But what about the rest of these? Who really owns them? Who's in control of all of these? And out of 18, who will get approved? And what order will they be approved as well? In January, the brokerage we see here, the Chinese stock brokerage Tiger Brokers, upgraded its Type 1 SFC license to include crypto trading for professional investors and financial institutions that are based in Hong Kong. They said other than stocks and options, crypto is becoming an important asset class. It's hence a natural extension of business as a broker-dealer to add new asset class. And the underlying Web3 tech is also integrated with Tiger's fintech background. Come on, bro. Come on. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. What kind of people own out of 18 of these exchanges? How many of them are government controlled? How many people can really professionally, or if you're a financial institution, invest in crypto if you have to follow these guidelines? It's really almost impossible. And as you guys can see, there's no room here for retail because retail doesn't have any power and they can't do anything in Hong Kong. And again, I really just don't trust anything that they're saying here. As well as their Central Bank of Hong Kong that's issuing guidance for firms offering crypto custodial services, which is very stringent there as well. So if you want to be an exchange in Hong Kong, if you want to have crypto custody, yikes, you might have some trouble. Hong Kong Central Bank issued guidance for authorized institutions interested in offering custody services for digital assets as the territory attempts to reclaim its title as the crypto hub. The Hong Kong Monetary Authority, the HKMA, issued Tuesday some guidance for a licensing regime that was introduced last year to give crypto exchanges a pathway to operate in a, quote, regulated manner. In the 11-page expected standards, they say they want authorized institutions to take a comprehensive risk assessment followed by appropriate policies to manage identified risks. The entire process should be overseen by the board and senior management. They also want the sector to allocate adequate resources, including manpower and expertise, to custodial activities so it can manage conflicts of interest that may arise and implement effective disaster recovery arrangements to ensure business continuity. They also want people to minimize the risk of loss of client digital assets due to theft, fraud, negligence, or other acts of misappropriations, as well as delayed access or inaccessibility of clients' digital assets. So they want to make sure these places are liquid, which I totally understand. But at the end of the day, what kind of comprehensive risk assessment do these people have to take in order to have an exchange, in order to be able to offer crypto custodial services? Who's really going to be able to offer these services? And if they have crypto custody, does the institution or professional investor, because we know retail doesn't get to touch this, if these people want to take self-custody, could they? Who's going to actually hold the keys to all of this? Will the government have access to the keys from these crypto custodial services? All of these questions, I think, have to be asked because these things are just showing you like the beginning. Oh, the front, the surface level information of, yeah, they're going to offer crypto custodial services, but who exactly and what kind of information does the government get to have or hold? And that's going to be everything because there's no fun, there's no privacy, there's no anything in China. No rights, no nothing. Shout out to Bulldog for being a member for 15 months. He said 15 and going on strong. That is beautiful. Thank you, Eric, for being a member for 15 months. I appreciate you so freaking much. I appreciate you. I love the membershippery. Make sure you guys are dropping your member emojis. You want me to do a Canadian accent? I don't. You're gonna have to. You gotta wait till the end of the news stories for that because I gotta digest this. I gotta see if I could think of anything in the back of my head. I think I have to listen to Piano Matty B more and Alex O'Crypto more to get the Canadian accent. We're going to go from Hong Kong, who's been working on CBDC since 2017 and is a complete liar, and we can't believe a word that comes out of there. We're going to talk about Turkey because Turkey has been working endlessly for years. How long? At least 3 for their CBDC. And they're kind of like, Turkey's taking that initiative where they're, hey, we got the wholesale CBDCs. That sounds nice. Bank to bank, institution to institution sounds good. But retail is what we really want to dive into. And that's the same for all these other countries. It doesn't matter what country you're talking about. Italy, Australia, the United States, China. What do they all have in common? Even though they supposedly don't politically align. Central bankers that are a part of a group called the Bank for International Settlements. And all these people control 95% of the world's economy. Like I said, all these countries that don't politically align, their leaders all have the same idea. That's the CBDC. That is to control every single thing you do. You have no freedom, you have no rights, and every single thing you do will be watched. There is no privacy, and there's no transparency either. Here we go. Turkey is releasing their first phase digital lira project evaluation report. We have the Central Bank of Turkey, CBRT, that released an English translation of its report evaluating the first phase of its CBDC, the Turkish lira, research and development project to develop a CBDC. The report was published last year, but was first translated now. The first phase of the project dealt with the currency or the digital identity system, digital currency system, extraction layer, service layer, and wallet. Note how they say abstraction layer. What do I talk about so often for over a year now, all the time? Account abstraction. Account abstraction is what MasterCard is diving into, Visa is diving into. We're going to talk about MasterCard in a little bit as well, because what they want to do is you give your private keys, give your digital identity to these people, so that way you have no control over it and no control over your transactions either, because they claim they want to sign things for you for the sake of automated transactions, make things easier, again, trading your freedom for convenience, because then they could take over your wallet and basically do whatever they want at that point. The abstraction layer supports the modularity of the system. The first phase was in 2021, and the CBRT carried out the first trial in 2022. So this, again, is not new. All parts of the system are independent of others, allowing for easy replacement. The system operates on digital Turkish lira collaboration platform that they operate with the Scientific and Technological Research Council of Turkey. The digital Turkish lira was designed as an intermediated retail CBDC. Wholesale were studied in a separate process, so gosh knows how long this has been going on too. That's not transparent. The Turkish CBDC promises a high degree of interoperability and complementarity. The system should not harm economic and financial processes. It should not aim to compete with existing financial products and services. The reason why they're saying it's independent and that they're complementing one another is because all these banks, you can hear from other governments, they're worried that if they put out a CBDC, people would use the CBDC or everything would just go digital basically overnight, which is the plan, and all the banks will fail. So they're trying to figure out a way maybe to ease that or just maybe throw us right into the fire. So be prepared for either situation. And I think their wording is very unique as well, because within this quote said public institutions and different licensed actors, theater actors, will be able to take part in the development, approval, deployment, presentation, updating, and deactivation of the contracts. They're saying self-sovereign identity is a crucial part of privacy provisions. But let's not be freaking mistaken here, because as they're saying privacy is a priority, they're doing the same thing as China with offline payments, same thing with Italy, and everything you have going with CBDCs. Every country is doing the same exact thing. They want smart and offline payments. This has yet to be chosen, they said, but it'll focus on legal and economic considerations. And there's going to be intermediaries, mobile apps. And there's no timeline for the second phase. So obviously, we see that Turkey's working out a framework for crypto. Because they're putting all this off until they have CBDC so they could tell you what they want to do with crypto in the space. They want to tell you that the digital lira and all these different CBDCs are for your convenience and they're to help you, when really they take everything away from you. They could digitally print, physically print, and cause bank runs so that there could be complete economic collapse. And the only way that they'll say you could get saved is by let us give you that airdrop. Let us give you that CBDC airdrop. So that way you have some money and you could go spend that at the store, your little digital stimmy. It's exactly what that is. Don't trade your convenience. Don't trade your freedom for convenience. That's the phrase. Don't trade it ever. Life, liberty, and property. We even see here, I found this article before, that 40% of Turkey's population is unbanked, and that they're saying that they might do hybrid distributed ledger technology because they want a mobile wallet with your digital ID connected to it. They're keen on DLT, but they concluded that transparency distributed ledger technology is not sufficiently performant for national payment system. It wants a hybrid solution. But that means that they could do whatever they want, which they could do anyway, and make this completely private. So just so you know, 40% of Turkey is unbanked, and they feel that maybe they could get CBDCs out there and get all these people to be a part of the system, when it's not going to work that way. And people don't want that. People are going to say no. People are going to want to be able to transact without these intermediaries, without the government controlling every single thing you're doing. That's just the reality of the whole thing. They want complete control and dependency, absolutely, because that's the thing. We even saw this during the stimulus drop during the pandemic. What happened? People got hit hard with inflation. People were like, oh my gosh, I can't even go to work now. How am I making money? All these businesses were closing. So they said, let me drop you a stimmy, and then which we paid the price for because they obviously had to print money to give you the stimmy. And then once the stimmy came through, what did you do then? You had to basically pay double at the grocery store. So you paid more than what the stimulus gave you because of what they're doing. Now, the same thing could happen with the CBDC, where they know people are in a tough position. If we have a black swan event, if we have some sort of major economic collapse because we know the banks are going to continue to fail, they're going to go to the lower class. They're going to go to the people on food stamps. They're going to go to the people that don't have money, that live paycheck to paycheck, and say, hey, let me help you out. Let me just give you some money. This is the way you can get it. India, how are they pushing their CBDC? How did they reach 1 million transactions in a day? It's because it's all artificial. They were forcing their bankers to accept payment in the CBDC in India. It's the same ideas, the same things from country to country. Again, none of them, supposedly most of them, do not politically align, but they all align on this one thing. Don't let it confuse you. The ideas are all the same. All of it. How wild, how wild. We're going to continue on the regulatory front in another country. And that's going to be Japan. Japan, man, they're like, oh, you know, we don't want peer-to-peer payments with people. We don't want people to have freedom basically with their money, which, wow, is that shocking? Not. They're saying they want to clear everything up. They want to clear the air. That are they banning peer-to-peer transfers with crypto? Are they not? What's happening? Did they really clarify anything here? Let's find out. The FSA, the Financial Services Agency, Japan's principal financial regulator, clarified its position on peer-to-peer crypto transactions. They said they encouraged banks to further strengthen their users' protection by stopping transfers to crypto asset exchange providers if the sender's name is different from the account name, saying that, as we were saying here, it might compromise peer-to-peer transfers in the country. And they said any transactions from one individual to another is something that they're not sure about. We issued the request with the aim of asking banks and other financial institutions to strengthen measures against unlawful money transfers in cases where an individual deposit cash from the individual's bank account to an account of a crypto assets exchange provider. So very sus. So basically saying that if I send cash or if I send crypto from one person to another, they'll just basically say you can't do that. Which again, how is it your money if you can't transact the way you want to transact? Obviously, it's because of their concerns over the crypto assets market. So really, did they clarify anything? No, not really. And they said, does this apply to every bank? No, but most of them. So just so you know, Japan, US, wherever, you can't transact the way you want to transact. We're going to dive into some U.S. items here. Some U.S. items. Hope you guys are smashing the like, subscribing, sharing this video. Bing, bong, bong. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. We got 77 likes. Let's pamp it. Let's do 23 more so we can get 100. Let's get it. So we have the U.S. The U.S. They banned crypto addresses that were tied to a ransomware group. And let me just tell you one more time that this is where I still believe This is acting. This is more FUD. Because please, again, more things coming out, more FUD about crypto, more bad actors using it, but no receipts from the blockchain. So how can you believe a word of it? Here's what we got here. The U.S. Treasury Department's sanctions watchdog added nearly a dozen Bitcoin and ETH addresses tied to its global blacklist, alleging they were used by ransomware purveyors. This is OFAC. They named Artur Sungatov and Ivan, 2 Russian nationals, indicted on charges tied to the deployment of ransomware, and identified 10 Bitcoin and ETH addresses, none of which containing any funds as of press time. In a statement Tuesday, banning U.S. entities from providing any kind of financial services to the two. According to OFAC and the DOGE, they are part of the Lockbit ransomware group, one of the world's largest, most prolific ransomware distributors. They're accused of stealing more than $120 million from over 2,000 victims in the past few years. It doesn't make really much sense. Apparently, according to Europool, more than 200 crypto accounts tied to Lockbit have been frozen, while authorities in the US, UK, and EU have all seized various parts of the ransomware group's infrastructure. I still don't get this one. Like, apparently these are Russian hackers that were indicted, and that there's no funds in, like, literally 10 Bitcoin and ETH addresses. None of them had money in it as of the press time. So what addresses were they? If there's nothing in them, then why can't you post the addresses for everyone to go look at it and see what money they were moving around if supposedly they were touching so many exchanges as well? All these criminals that use crypto, it seems as though they're not really telling you what they really did with the money. They're not telling you where the money came from and what they tried. Like, it's just, there's no receipts here. How long were they doing this for? How much money were they moving around at one time? More and more questions. So to me, this is another round of FUD. This is another thing they want to do to scare people, because they really have anything to say bad about crypto other than the things they actually make up, like Liz Warren, like Gary Gensler, who still have to apologize majorly because the Treasury themselves said that cash is used for illicit activity way more than crypto is, and crypto doesn't even scratch the surface. You know, it's actually funny because they try to blame Russian hackers on the FTX thing too, and then they said the FTX thing was a SIM swap, where we still have no receipts from that either, so that's funny. It's funny. I don't know, man. I want to talk about Ripple, man, because I don't know. Would you guys want an XRP ETF? If you guys think that is interesting, an XRP ETF, then make sure you comment a 1 in the chat or yes emoji. Do you want an XRP ETF? 1 or yes emoji, or 2 and no emoji if you think they're hucksters.
Fraudsters, scam artists,
Ponzi
schemes.
Fabio, say hi from Bolivia. Keep it up. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Much love from NYC. All right. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because apparently, Brad Garlinghouse would certainly welcome an XRP ETF. Very funny to me. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, said in an interview with Bloomberg that he would certainly welcome an ETF based on XRP. He shared the company's stance on the ETF. He highlighted that they would certainly welcome it, and he also said it's inevitable that there would be multiple ETFs around different tokens. Furthermore, Garlinghouse also predicted that the space would see ETFs around baskets, which executives believe will diversify the risks for investors, and it only makes sense to have other ETFs. When asked if Ripple is currently in talks with ETF issuers, the CEO refused to comment. However, he reiterated the company's position. Quote, "We think it makes sense for the XRP community overall." And he also spoke about his long-term views about digital assets creating utility and explained that Bitcoin has done this very well as a store of value. But on the other hand, he argued XRP is ideal for payments. Which... This guy, Brad Garlinghouse, he could be talking to nobody, bro.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
$2 from Armani Jones. Bless you, Randy. Bless you on this glorious day, place of worship.
Aw. Thank you, Armani. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. That's so sweet, man. Yar to you, my friend. Yar to you. I believe that was the first one of the stream, actually. Thank you. Gary Gensler is probably laughing watching this, dude, because Brad Garlinghouse could be talking to nobody and saying, hey, yeah, you know, it would make sense because he wants to, like, kind of make people anticipate an XRP ETF, hoping it'll make them FOMO win. He also says Bitcoin is great for a store of value, but of course, XRP is great for payments. Explain to me how XRP is great for payments when, one, they're not too cheap and they're not, like, they have some speed to it. However, what's their overall goal? If you're trying to transact with XRP, you're trying to transact using their system. Obviously, it's going to be completely centralized because of the holdings of Brad Garlinghouse. How much XRP does this guy hold, along with the other team members? What about all their private ledgers that if we give more liquidity to XRP, we give more liquidity, what happens then? Oh yeah, they make more money, they get to dump more on our heads and go put more money into their private ledgers, into all of their little shady projects that they're doing with central banks, and supposedly all these partnerships that they have that really never come to fruition. Like, these people are ridiculous. All they want to do is trap you. If I'm using anything for payments, it's going to be Litecoin. It's going to be things like DigiByte, things that are decentralized, proof of work, and that are transparent, and no CEO that's holding millions, if not billions of dollars for all we know, of XRP. Like, how horrible is that? Like, you know, we already saw with the other co-founder, over $100 million of XRP this guy owned, and that was some of his personal accounts. What about the business accounts? What about the other personal accounts he might have of Brad Garlinghouse? Come on, dude. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. Oh, bro. And I'm also going to be very real about MasterCard because now they have a new crypto loyalty scheme that they're trying to put into Google Play gaps. Now, I don't know about this. I'm a little skeptical of MasterCard, and I'll tell you why. But here we go. They're working with Swoo Wallet, which I've never heard of, but payments giant MasterCard is working with SwooPay, an emerging markets-focused mobile payments app, to offer loyalty rewards in crypto and plug the gaps left by the likes of Google in the global payments landscape. Earning crypto as a reward like loyalty points isn't a new thing for MasterCard and Visa. A couple years ago, MasterCard trumpeted a crypto loyalty program with Backed. They also, Visa, partnered with BlockFi to offer credit cards that let users earn Bitcoin on purchases. All of this fell through majorly. But with the new project, MasterCard and Swoo will target emerging regions like Africa and Southeast Asia, specifically parts untouched by Google Pay. This also includes connecting users in countries with a high concentration of affordable smartphones, which, again, we don't really have here because everything's ridiculous and a little bit crazy, to say the least. But in emerging countries like Nigeria, Kenya, Philippines, Indonesia.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
$49.99 from Crypto Billy 111. This is the start of a studio fund in your new house somewhere outside of NY. Heart. Hashtag givers gain.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope to leave soon. We're trying to figure it out, Billy. We're trying to figure it out. Thank you for the studio fund. The studio fund would be well used. Trust me, dude. Thank you. We should have a new home fund. The GTFO NYC fund. It's hilarious. Thank you. Apparently, MasterCard, though, getting back to this, apparently MasterCard is going to be the ultimate backer of Swoop tokens, and they could be immediately converted to other cryptos like Bitcoin or USDC. They saw 17,000 participants in their pilot. I do not trust MasterCard, not in the slightest bit. Not in the slightest bit. Swoo Wallet, I haven't had time this morning to look into who really owns them, but you'll know I'll probably find that out. And then we have MasterCard, which has this plan of world domination. If you look at their partnerships with the Australian Central Bank and multiple other payments and banking systems. What are they talking about? MasterCard, Visa as well, which I feel like they're all the same at this point. Account abstraction, like I was talking about before. You give your private keys to MasterCard, to all these people for the sake of account recovery. Automated transactions, we don't need them because once they have your private keys, they're able to sign whatever and do whatever and control whatever they want and manipulate your wallet to whatever. I don't trust them at all. I'd rather be my own bank, hold my own keys, and not even touch MasterCard because all they want to do is rule the world. And they don't care. It's funny because you would think that, why would they promote CBDCs? Why would they promote all of these things that essentially eliminate them? It's because they're all on the same team. The same people that created the banks originally, the central banks, they all spread apart, and then they kind of open these little banks. All of them are connected. Let's not be silly here. Everything is connected. Everything is the same, which is why we like Bitcoin, so we could be in control. We don't have to worry about all of these things because you know these platforms are not going to be self-custodial. They want their cut. They want their bags. Sheesh. Speaking of stable coins, apparently if you guys are, I gotta actually talk to some people about this because this is kind of major news. USDC is gonna dump Tron Network. See you later. It's like a very heavy breakup, man. Very heavy breakup here. USDC said they're no longer going to support Tron blockchain. They said Circle is discontinuing its support for USDC on Tron in a phased transition. Effective immediately, we will no longer mint USDC on Tron. Customers' transfers of USDC to other blockchains will be supported through February 2025, while retail users and other non-Circle customers can move their USDC on Tron using exchanges. They cited its risk management as part of the decision. So, yep, and they want to be the leading, here's the quote, leading regulated digital dollar. So, if the CBDC doesn't work out in the country, you know what's going to be the CBDC? USDC. That's what's going to be the digital dollar, I'm telling you. If it's not the actual digital dollar, it's going to be them. Or, plot twist, it might be Tether, because Tether dominates. But, you know the Govy likes their circle. The Govy likes their circle. Even though the FBI is heavily involved in Tether. So it's kind of a tiff, actually. Kind of a tiff. Ben, thank you for the roses. What's up, Kevin? Thank you, Ronell, as always. There is a super PAC called Fair Shake, which is pretty interesting. And what they want to do is basically help crypto regulation, all this stuff. It's a crypto super PAC. They raised $4.9 million from who, where, and why? The Winklevi. Fair Shake is super political action committee, a PAC that is backing crypto-friendly candidates, has now received funding of a total of $4.9 million from billionaire twins Cameron and Tyler Winklevi. They're co-founders of Gemini, and they are first announcing their investment in Fair Shake in December of 2023. So we know this has been happening for a little bit. However, seems like they're making their move, and they're definitely doubling down on all of it because they want crypto regulation, and obviously that's going to come through the presidential candidates that we may or may not have leading into 2024. But, you know, if they don't really talk about, like, who are they really going to back, right? They have Rob Kennedy, which I guess they could back. He definitely loves Bitcoin. He definitely loves crypto. But then who else do they really have? Because our current president... And then we have Trump that's really not talking about Bitcoin, but is launching multiple NFTs, including on Bitcoin blockchain. So, again, I'm a little confused about it. But Fair Shake raised over $85 million. $4.9 million is from the Winklevi. So there you guys go. They're supporting. There's a lot of money being thrown around in this political action committee because they want to get involved and they want crypto to have a seat at the table, which we should. And it shouldn't be ignored anymore. And we need a new president and a new regime that's not going to come and rain down on us like these tyrannical, like Gary Gensler, Liz Warren, Janet Yellen, and the likes. Absolutely ridiculous. It's heartbreaking what's going on right now. But what's not heartbreaking is the images that people tend to love from Sports Illustrated. But Sports Illustrated tickets, they're in NFT form, but they're moving to Avalanche, which is pretty wild that they partnered with Consensus, which is the parent company of MetaMask and Polygon, and are now moving over to Avalanche out of all places. Avalanche purchased a stake in Sports Illustrated tickets and is becoming the blockchain provider for its NFT-enabled ticketing service called Box Office. It's a blockchain-based ticketing service that allows individuals to set up paid or free events. The so-called super tickets, NFT tickets enabled by them, offer features including NFT videos, exclusive offers, and loyalty benefits. SI Tickets said in a press release. Sports Illustrated Tickets is a secondary marketing ticket platform that's under the Sports Illustrated umbrella. So obviously this is something that's very small. There were only 300,000 tickets that were issued through Box Office. Apparently, someone spoke very highly. Ava Labs senior vice president said Polygon had their moment. And then Sports Illustrated Tickets came back to us and said, look, a lot of things that you guys promised that you would do and help with, and on the tech side seems to be true with all the things you're doing with everybody else, so we're eager to switch over to Avalanche. Losing a big player like this, is this bad for Polygon? Is this bad news for Polygon that Avalanche is maybe taking their spot? Very interesting. Do you guys like Avalanche? Put a 1 or a yes emoji in the chat, or put a 2 and a no emoji. Put a 2 or no emoji. Let me know how you feel. Let me know how you feel. Check out Greenville, South Carolina. Yeah, I don't know. We've been looking at Florida, but I don't know, man. Reign Supreme said, love from Bulgaria. Our country has no laws for DAOs. Crypto is unregulated. Bulgaria welcomes MasterCard, Visa, have no choice. Wow, Reign Supreme, thank you for the Bulgarian Alpha. Much love from NYC. Thank you for joining the show today. Yeah, Bulgaria. I would actually like to know what they're doing over there. I should look into what's going on. Let's talk about the crypto market overview. Before we get into that, actually, we have the Bitcoin ETF news. Van Eck, they hit records of 2,200% volume in a day on their ETF for Bitcoin. Absolutely pretty wild right here. They traded over $400 million in volume, a 22-fold jump over its daily average of 17 million. But what I find very weird about it is that this comes from only 32,000 individual trades instead of one big investor. So this is saying that apparently this is a huge sign of people FOMOing into this ETF. I don't know. That's a lot. $400 million in volume in one day? That's egregious. That's egregious, if you ask me. Let's do the market recap. Woohoo! We have a lot of red, so I can't do my song. I can't do my Sea of Green song. Can't do it, Kevin. Right, Kevin? Here we go. Just meh. This is meh. Everything's down. Everything's just meh. And I guess we'll do some coin requests. So if you guys have some coin requests, you want to check up on your chartery, then let me know in the chat, and I will do that for you. So let's get after it. Let's talk about Bitcoin this morning. Everyone's losing their freaking minds over Bitcoin. Can we calm down a little bit? Because this is a very tight consolidation right now. Like this. Like this. Barely moving. Barely moving. Bitcoin's like, everyone's like, oh my God, Bitcoin's at $51,100 today. Are you guys like, okay? This is the same price Bitcoin has been for the past basically a week. What, we hit 53K for like 1 second and everyone's depressed out here? Come on, guys, let's calm down. This isn't even a big move. And the fact that people are complaining about this is wild because it's only been, what, a week? Literally a week since we hit this level? What about when we were sideways trading the same price basically for months during nap time, 15 to 17K? Again, sideways trading from literally right here, March of 2023 to essentially, what was this? October of 2023. Basically the same price. ranging from 27 to 30K for months. Did you guys forget that? Did you forget all the sideways and the consolidation that we've gone through leading up to this point to 37K as well? Did you guys forget the sideways trading from literally December to effectively a few weeks ago on February 7th? Don't worry about it, dude. Like, unless you're trading and like you're scalping or whatever you degens do, then don't worry about this. I don't understand why people are complaining. Oh my God, 51,000 Bitcoin. Like, people were cheering at $51,000 Bitcoin last week. Now it's like everyone's trashed and they're an old man again because they aged 50 years waiting for the next move. Stop the madness. Stop the madness. We see we're down 1.94% today. Again, we're $51,270. VWAP is down. Money flow down. Red dot pulling momentum down. RSI giving meh, but cooling off. This was appropriate. We pamped. We had a great time. Now we got to cool off. And if we didn't cool off, I'd be worried. I'd be worried. So the fact that we're chilling right here today, I'm okay with it. I'm just letting you know. I'm okay. Same level in play, 51.8. Ideally, we want to close above it. And we want to make our way to our bullish 56K. Bearish, if we take that dip, is 48.5. About. Everyone's expecting a huge drawdown. A lot of people are shooketh right now. This is why I like to keep calm. I hoggle on. I don't care about price, and I care about money that belongs to me. So when you get your stuff in a bunch that Bitcoin isn't moving for the past week, why don't you take a second and say, hey man, I have money that no one can take from me, so that if all of a sudden my bank decides not to open their doors today, then I have money that has value, that can't be devalued, that is censorship resistant. Oh, sheesh. So, whoa. I'm not worried, my friends. I'm going to take a sip of water. We're going to go to Ethereum now. Ethereum has been killing the game. Ethereum has been killing the game, I must say. She's been moving a little bit more independently of Bitcoin. We're down almost 3.5% today, $2,912 as of the moment. Christmas tree action up here indeed, but we have a freshly printed red dot here on Market Cipher, which doesn't give me the best of the zest. But at the same time, we had a really great run with Ethereum, and if she needs to cool off, that's okay. VWAP is down, which confidently pushing down doesn't give me the best of vibes. You guys know that. The RSI very much was heated. We were waiting for it to cool off. Seems like it's approaching that border of overbought. Was this official support at 27.75, or will we revisit this level? We have yet to see. But if we establish a support there, I hope that it's very strongly defended. And then bullishly, we're looking at that 32.40, just about 32.30. Same levels apply. And if she consolidates, if she goes sideways for a little while, I'm not worried about it. Like we were here, we were waiting. And once again, we crossed that magic 23.40. And then we found our support right here at 26.13. Then we found it again at 27.75. So really our levels have been hitting. I'm not lying. But it's beautiful. It's a beautiful sight. It's a beautiful sight. But this is what people get too greedy. We have $68 Litecoin, $68.48. 1.69% in the red. I don't know what kind of obsession that Litecoin has with $69. I think we actually willed it. I'm not taking responsibility, but I feel like we low-key willed it to a degree. We're not seeing the best of the zest here at all because we have a freshly printed red dot that's pulling that momentum down very sharply. That VWAP looks absolutely horrid. We have the RSI right here that is just tanking below neutral. And yeah, we're just battling with the 200-day SMA. We closed slightly above it yesterday. The 200-day SMA is at $69 exactly, which is a very interesting number. Again, $69 is a big deal for Litecoin. We're battling with it still. Hopefully we close above it, but again, 62 still comes into play. Bullish $75. You guys know the deal. You guys know the deal. I just freaking want Litecoin to succeed, okay? That's all I want. And speaking of Litecoin, please make sure you are taking part in the Litecoin Summit. If you guys do choose to buy a ticket, please use that link in the live chat in the description. It is July 24th to the 25th, $84 a ticket. I know a lot of people are going to Bitcoin conferences literally, I think, the day before and the first day. I'm not sure of the exact dates of Bitcoin conference, but it's within the same range. So make sure you guys check it out. Only $84. I'll be speaking there. It's going to be a great time, and I really hope to see you. Yay. But yeah, give me some coin requests in the chat. Chris Fox wants Caspa. Oh, poop. I don't know why that's moving. Stop moving, Market Cipher. Don't leave me. $84 equals 84 max supply. There's 84 million Litecoin, and it's $84 a ticket. So I think it's very nice. Caspa, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I still can't do TA for this, but it is still kind of discovering herself, you know. It's always good to discover yourself and stuff. Dogecoin. Let's talk about Doge, man. Doge is under 8.5 cents, which, again, you guys know I don't enjoy, but 8 cents still might come into play. 200-day SMA to watch out for. 0.086 is really where I wanted to hold, but as you can see, we weren't holding the support there at all. And 9.5 cents is where my heart's more fluffy. We're down around 3%. 0.083.5 is what we got. VWAP is sharply down. Money flow is still not green, and a fresh red dot printed. So none of this is giving me the best of the zest, and it's just giving sideways. We've been really battling like this 8-cent range with Dogecoin. It's wild. Dogecoin needs some love out here. She needs love. She needs love. Andy S wants some Jasmine. Yeah, we'll do some Jasmine. I have it right here. Whoa! Whoa, baby! Hold on. Let me zoom out and get this level because I know you guys are going to be like, you're moving the chart too much. I know someone got mad at me the other day, so I'm just trying to avoid the salt. Let's see. It's the confidence, baby. Okay. So let me just draw out. So it seems like Jasmine got like a huge pump in money flow, obviously. Like, this is ridiculous. And I can't believe Market Cipher isn't bugging out over it. But yeah, we're at around 1.5 cents just below that. 23% in the green. This is ridiculous what went on here. Money flow is spiking. Everything basically spiking up here. What is going on? We were looking to find that support at 0.00614, and we did. And then once we did, it was like freaking 0.007 what? 0.008 what? And we were looking at that because this was a major rejection level right here where we're trying to hold support for the longest time, and we just really fell through. Wow, that is a pump of a pump. Had a high today of 0.017 cents. So the next major level I'm looking at then is still 0.01798, basically 0.018. Based on right here, where it was rejected, we couldn't hold support. But when we did right there, we had some nice price action, and then we went to go reestablish, and we didn't, which brought us down to that 0.0084. So yeah, that's the next major level I'm looking at, 0.018. Oh, Ronell, thank you for the hand hearts. Shout out to Kevin for the 100 roses. You're amazing. You're amazing. But yeah, those are basically the levels I'm watching. Someone asked me to give a price prediction. I don't do price predictions. I give just levels to watch out for. Nice to see Doge hit 10 cents the other day. It wasn't that recent. It was when the Dogecoin anniversary really went down. That was, yeah. It was, yeah, the last time we saw 10 cents, yeah, that was December. Yeah, that was December right here. That was the Dogecoin anniversary. It was 10 years of Dogecoin and 10 cents on the day. So I thought that was very beautiful. What's up, Per? So I don't understand Dogecoin, but hey, I support it over dollars. Dogecoin is basically, without getting too crazy, is Bitcoin's code, just with an infinite supply. It is proof of work. Yeah, and that's basically how it works. It's still proof of work. It's basically Bitcoin's code. It just has different distribution, and it has no finite supply. So that's basically the difference. And it also is merge mined with Litecoin. So it needed extra security. Dogecoin was struggling a little bit. So Litecoin kind of stepped in and merge mined. So that way, if you're mining Dogecoin, you're also mining Litecoin. You get it as a reward. And if you're mining Litecoin, you can get Dogecoin as a reward. So you're basically helping both networks. You want render user? Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. So render. Okay, let me get some render. Also, shout out as I'm grabbing this. Friday, we're celebrating another milestone on the channel, which is absolutely gorgeous, and that is the 300th Daily Zest. So if you guys, because I know a lot of you guys have been here since the beginning, so make sure you guys are here. You're square, and you're there to celebrate the 300th Daily Zest on Friday, and I'm so excited, man. I'm really so excited. So I just wanted to share that with you. Render today, $6.06, down 6.27%, Kevin. Red dot freshly printed. Oof. RSI tanking. And VWAP strongly going the other way. Wrong type of curvature for the money flow. Seems like we were very overbought. We're starting to cool off now, which makes sense. There was a really nice run from this $3.99 all the way up to essentially $6, $6.18. So again, I would say this is really price discovery based on my Binance chart where I see an all-time high of a closure around $7.46. So yeah, I would look to maybe reestablish support $6.11 and see if you could go bullish from there. But bearish, I'm looking at that $5.30, $5.27 around. So that's mostly what I'm looking at there. I also know you requested LCX, so give me a moment here because I want to make sure I have that for you. It's that confidence, baby. Do 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 do. So basically, the levels that I'm looking at now are relatively like just. They're not the spiciest, but okay, here we go. We're at like 25 cents here, down 3.3%. Christmas tree action, red dot pulling this momentum down. VWAP is down. Money flow is pretty high. I think it's almost the highest it's ever been. The other day, technically, on the 11th was the highest money flow has ever been. RSI seems like she's very choppy. As we could see, very, very choppy from what if you were on, whatchamacallit. If you were on YouTube, you would see it, my friend. We went from overbought, straggly, very straggly, like unbrushed hair, and went below neutral ever so slightly. So yeah, I would be looking at, if anything, establish support at the 22 cents and then maybe try to test 30. But other than that, like I said, you're almost in price discovery, so I can't really help you. But this is what I got. He said, keep singing, Kevin, you're crazy. Fire, nice to see you. Good morning. Nice to see you. Oh, you want Freedom says they want Solana. Where are your charts? My charts are on youtube.com/missteencrypto, PFP link in bio. You'll be able to see all of it. Let's go to Solana. So same levels apply here where $94, that's where the major support has been. It looks pretty nice. So I would look at that for a bearish level since we're below that 104. Otherwise, I would like to close at 104, test that 120 resistance, go to 135 technologically. Right now, we're down 4.6%. Money flow is turning red. VWAP is down. RSI doesn't look great. So we might have a little bit of a retrace since we're below neutral here. So yeah, I would be looking at that $94 if the technicals continue to go in this direction. But that's just the level I'm watching, as y'all know. I know, John Jermaine, it's the curvature. This is bad curvature. I'm going to say this is not good curvature. Not good curvature. Hi, Rudy Poo. But unbrushed hair. Firefly, thank you. Oh, Ronell, help me complete. Oh, 50% of my goal. I thought it was the whole 50%. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Dave P. David G. Is cracking down. I'm not sure. Let's check Twitter. Maybe they posted something about it. Is anyone having Kraken issues? Kraken. Yeah, I don't see anything from them, so yeah, I'm not too sure. So if anyone has that, let me know so I can let other people know. Kevin, oh shoot, thank you, Kevin. Got you, Ronell. Got you, Ronell. You guys are awesome. Who else? Noji said vocals. Scott, nice to see you. Wait till we just celebrate the 200th. Time flies. Yes, I know. I freaking love this show. So I'm so excited for the 300th show. 300. That's a lot of time. And you guys have been with me for like a lot of it. You've been through a lot of craziness. See me like at my highs, my lows, my emotional, just everything. Jim C said, call me crazy, but I don't think TA works for Bitcoin. And you know what? Sheesh. I don't think Bitcoin really follows TA a lot of the time either. I think, listen, you could look, the way I kind of take it is that you look at the charts and it explains the emotion. This is the psychology of the market. This is what people are feeling. Now, does Bitcoin just freaking run when it wants to run? Absolutely. So does TA really apply to anything in crypto? A lot of the time, not really. Yesterday, people were swing trading. I was watching a bunch of different videos, watching a bunch of different live streams where people were like, oh my gosh, this time frame is so bullish in this small time frame, let's long it. And then Bitcoin just took that dump out from 53 down to 51, and people were shook AF. Like, this is why sometimes, again, the TA, it's not always accurate. It's psychology, but also it's all probability. So any good trader, any real trader, any authentic person will tell you that it's all probability. That's why I really only talk about the levels that I look at. They're just levels. That's really it. So it's all down to probability. JD, thank you for the lightning bolt. Appreciate you guys. You guys are beautiful people in here. Beautiful. What's up, Hero? What's up, Hero? Don't look at me. I hit the like 5 times. You're funny. Ross said pump. Yes, let's get it. Andrew F wants mana. Okay, yeah, sure. Jim said we're all psychologists, or maybe we need them. Yeah, maybe we need them a little bit. Maybe we need them a little bit. Let's see if we can get some mana up here, man. Let's see if we can get some mana. Yeah, okay. So mana, my levels are still in play from a while ago because we were looking at this 53 cents around. Right now we're 47 cents, around 5.69% in the red, which is a little bit dangerous. She's dangerous, yeah. Christmas tree action happening upon market Cipher, but most recently a red dot printed, bringing that momentum down. RSI's far apart, which indicates that volatility. Wrong type of curvature with this green. And also the VWAP. Yeah, the VWAP just doesn't give me the right stuff. Dun, 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 the right stuff. But yeah, we have that RSI that was going really strong and confidently pushed down to below neutral. So yeah, the levels I'm looking at are still those 53 cents. If we reject the 200-day SMA, I'm looking at 29. But if we push through, we have some love. Bitcoin pumps. The rest of the market follows. Hopefully this follows. And bullishly I'm looking at 70 cents. But those are levels I'm watching based on previous Zest and such. Males trying to understand females, and females trying to understand males is equivalent to predicting crypto charts. That's freaking hilarious, dude. That's so true. Because, like, you know, I was talking about this with my sister the other day. I was like, it doesn't even matter, like, how much social media will try to educate, like, the females about the males or the males about the females and how we think in the thought process we all go through. Like, still nobody understands each other. And, like, when they're in the situation, they're like, oh, duh. Like, yeah, it just doesn't help. It just doesn't help. Again, like, all these people with the TA, they sometimes never learn. With no matter how much information is out there. So, yeah, I'm with that. And Two said he loves the chartery. Me too. Monkey Business that just popped in to say, I love you. Rain of love for you, Monkey Business. Thank you. You're nice to see you. He said, morning, Randi Bay. What's up, dude? All right. You make it look so easy to read the charts. My charts are very simple, and everyone will tell you that. But I feel that, you know, like, obviously I know other indicators, other things, but I keep it very basic and simple here because I feel like I don't want to overcomplicate it for other people that obviously there's a lot of newbies that watch the channel, but you also don't have to make it too complicated, because I think when you make it too complicated, you lose people, but also you lose yourself. You lose your noodle, you lose your noggin ever so slightly, because you're focused on all these different things versus like, okay, this is what I'm looking for. This is really, I don't know. I found like how I'm thinking about the market, how I'm doing this is much easier. And especially with Market Cipher. Market Cipher really just helps me walk through everything. So shout out to Market Cipher too, because I don't think I would understand the charts as much as I do if it wasn't for Market Cipher. Crypto KJ said it's his 40th birthday on Friday, and who wants, oh jeez, I can't. Crypto KJ messing around, causing trouble. But a happy birthday to you. Johnny's like, I'm a Neanderthal. I need it as simple as possible. Listen, we need simplicity in life. Complicated isn't the best thing early in the morning. Exactly, Black Hat. We're not talking about all these crazy things that, again, like other people cover it, love it, bathe yourself in it. Me, I'm taking it slow. I'm taking it easy with my people. That's how I'm doing it. But yeah, shout out to KJ. Come back on Friday for a birthday shout out. We're going to be celebrating the 300th show as well. So I'm very excited for that. Yay, 300 zest! That is beautiful. But yeah, dope. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much for being amazing people. I appreciate every freaking one of you guys. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great week. It's going to be a great year for crypto. And I'm just like really so bullish on everything. I'm bullish on everyone in this chat. I'm bullish on the show. I'm bullish on just life, liberty, and property. I'm bullish on all of it. So thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you for the love. And we have 138 likes. Hopefully we could smash it and pop out to 150 as the stream ends. But thank you again. I will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you guys tune in at 1:30 p.m. Eastern for Doug and I's Doug Hype Space, the Hyped Show, where it's so zesty and everything. Actually, you know what? I'm going to play this for you guys because I think you guys need to see this. This is Doug's promo video. Ronell, you guys got to see this. Thank you for the money gun. Pew, pew. Look at this. Episode 15. I've been there basically, I think, since episode 1. I think I was there. But yeah, take a look at this. This is amazing. I'm a Simpson in this. Look.
It's me again. I'm in your algorithm. Scroll past immediately. Do that dance. Ooh, goddamn. Who that man? I feel brand new.
Welcome back to Strapline. I'm reporting live from the sacrifice zone.
For real? I'm literally losing my noodle over here.
And always remember,
I need cake. Gonna eat the whole cake.
Trying to figure out how to teabag on him.
MissteenCrypto, top BR1 player in the world.
I have a whole cake in my fridge. It's freaking game over, dude.
No.
Yeah. I scored! Yeah, I scored! I did it!
It's like a lion and a tiger mixed.
Cool, full-time professional fighter for Karate Combat, baby. Come on! Let's go, baby. Let's go!
That was amazing. Make sure you guys check out the Hyped Space today. I'm co-hosting with Doug. I met Mona, as always. Love Mona, by the way. She's an amazing person. I hope to see her in person soon. But yeah, make sure you guys check out 1:30 p.m. Eastern. So in a few hours, you guys will see us on that. Emma also made a cameo. Doug, man, what a guy, dude. He makes me laugh all the time. So shout out to Doug. Shout out to everybody. I'll see you guys later at 1:30 for the spaces. Have an amazing day. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9:45 a.m. Eastern. Have an amazing day. Make sure you hold on.
Bing bong.